Hello, everybody in ASU 509 Fiscal Management class. My name is George Welsh. I'm your instructor, and I'm going to participate in the personal introduction part of the class as well. I'll go ahead and go through all the questions and then probably send you a separate message that talks about some further things in the class. Once again, my name is George Welsh. My circumstance is I'm superintendent of schools in a little place called Center, Colorado. It's 30 miles from Adams State University, actually, so kind of interested to be doing distance learning from only 30 miles away. But I see we have people from all over the world in this class, so that's pretty exciting. I've been superintendent here for, this is my 18th year. 19 years altogether as a school administrator and 28 years as an educator, began in Arizona. My education background is I am a lumberjack. I attended Northern Arizona University for my master's in education leadership program. Prior to that, I was a wildcat. I grew up in the Tucson, Arizona area and attended the University of Arizona, where I got a bachelor's in secondary education with an emphasis in history. 5 years from now, I enjoyed hearing your guys' stories about what you'd like to be doing, and I remember when I was there. 5 years from now, I would like to have a daughter who is a junior in high school, and I will be maybe retired and double dipping for my last year as a school administrator, and the year afterward I would hand her diploma in May to her, and then I will become an old person who wakes up whenever he wants to and does whatever he wants to and is fully retired. So with any luck, I'll get there. Most important leadership quality. I really liked the information you guys posted, and I imagine everyone dealt with a situation where how do you choose one? And so I have a hard time with that as well. And maybe it's a stupid question that I asked you to do, but it tells me a little bit about you, especially that part with when you say what you want to improve yourself. My answer here is, when it comes down to it, I think I bring it to two things. And first is having a vision to kind of know where you're going, where you want to bring your organization, what you believe the organization can do. The second one then is after clearly communicating that, is to empower people to do that work. If you've made it clear where we want to head, and then you start surrounding yourself with people who are doers and let loose the reins and let them do that work, I think you'll be in a great spot as a leader. What would I like to improve with my leadership? Easy one for me, and I don't think it's something that I'm bad at. In fact, I think it may be something that I'm generally pretty good at. But what I picked was relationship building, because there's just I don't think you can ever do enough of that. On someone's post I wrote, people work for people, they don't work for organizations. And if you've done a great job developing relationships with the people you lead, I think through thick and thin they will be there for you. They'll do the things that you need them to do, and it'll be a great experience. So that's the one I want to continue to improve on. Why school finance? And by the way, this is not, everyone, I pretty much said, well, gee, this is not the most exciting thing to learn about. And I admit that there are some neater concepts that you can learn, and most of you, it seemed, want to be some kind of a building leader at some point. And I guarantee you the most important work you will do becoming a building leader will not be school finance, it'll be instructional leadership. How do you coach, support teachers? How do you establish a vision for what the school should look like? How do you create a positive work environment? What are the technical things you need to know to run a good school? Those are going to be the more important things. However, finance is the lifeline for education. Without the money, we can't do these things that we envision ourselves doing and envision our organizations doing. And so I'm not an ivory tower type instructor. I'm going to teach you practical ways to the best of my ability to use the information about school finance that'll help you run an effective school or an effective organization. And one piece of it is aligning the dollars you spend to your improvement goals, and we'll get to that towards the end of the class. So welcome to class. I appreciate your patience with me as I set up the site. I've taught this many times before, but as Adams State University is apt to do, they changed the platform that you teach it on, and so I'm still learning it, and I'll do the best I can to get up to speed. But I'll be patient with you if you'll be patient with me, and hopefully together we'll learn a lot about school finance.